Well, my friends, today I'd like to initiate a conversation about Trump's uh, war on drugs, on his attacks on the boats in international waters, and I would like to present you with a conversation with Miss Tarlov, I think is her name, uh, and so we can have a discussion about what I think is really going on in this situation with Trump.
Pension from? Well, I think that there's always a choice, and you're right about the demand issue. And I wish that we could do more about that. And this has been going on forever. That we have a drug consumption problem here and a drug supply problem coming from South and Latin America. So I totally get that. But when you're looking at how this fight is being executed at this particular moment, it doesn't make a lot of sense. First and foremost, the fact that no one can confirm that we've actually been taking out narco traffickers or huge drug traffickers, however you want to say it. And last week when we were talking about this, Dana had just seen the alert that the admiral in charge of the Southern Command had resigned. And he was the one who was in charge of this. And the reporting is that he wasn't comfortable with the mission and had been pushing back within the Pentagon. And do you think he would have resigned if everything was by the book? So we have 32 people that have been killed so far, 7 individual strikes. We know that the Colombian president is alleging at least that an innocent fisherman was murdered. We know that there's a family from Trinidad who's saying that a member of their family was killed. And then it is really important that we've repatriated 2 people, one to Colombia, one to Ecuador, because that indicates that we don't have any evidence to prosecute them, that we didn't know who these guys were. Because if you did have evidence, you would bring them before a court. And I know that you're going to make fun of me, and I am prepared for it each and every day. But drug traffickers also have rights. The law applies. We should have the evidence. They should be charged with something, and they should come before a court of law. And Rand Paul was on the Sunday shows this weekend, and he said to Kristen Welker, when you kill someone, if you're not in a declared war, which we are not, Congress with the war powers, you really need to know someone's name at least. You have to accuse them of something. You have to present evidence.
Oliver asked point blank.
So, in seeing this, I look at what Trump is doing, and I'm like, I've seen situations like this before where people are either scared or want to convince other people that they're doing whatever they promised. In this case, Trump promised to persecute the cartels and do all this Batman things that they're not really legally feasible. But he doesn't care about breaking the law. And what he's doing in reality, because you see, he doesn't seem to understand how cartels work. Even though he himself is a criminal with 42 convictions, he has never been in the company, it seems to me, of actual tough drug members or cartels. That because these people, they don't, he thinks I'll just blow a few boats in the international waters and all the cartel members will be afraid and I'll just kill a few people. Now they're gonna figure out, or they have already figured out, that the man does not do any intelligent recon. So if he is killing, which it seems pretty obvious that he is unaliving uh, innocent people, the cartels are probably on their backs, I'll say, rolling on the floor, laughing their ass off, because they understand. They understand the mission. Hey, we'll lay low for a little while, but we're not really going to stop, because he doesn't know where we are. This man is a fool. And he's taking the whole world for a ride, and that's fine with us, and not me, because I'm not part of the cartel. But if I was the cartel, this is what I would be saying. I would say, dude, this man has no idea who we are, where we are or how we even operate. He's shooting pot shots in international waters, hoping that we get scared. Now all we gotta do is be a little bit more careful, and that's it. Because the man has no idea. He has already shown his hand, and the cartels know it. Now he's gonna go out there and he's gonna hurt a lot of people. That's for sure. But it's gonna be the same thing as he's been doing with the illegal immigrants. Oh, I'm going to go and get all the criminals out of here. Well, he's getting all the working people out, but the real criminals, he's not touching them. He's touching people that have records and whatnot, but the real people, the people that have really done thousands and millions of dollars of damage to the United States in their organized crime, he's not touching them. He has no idea. He doesn't. Actually, I don't even think he wants to touch them. Because, again, remember, I have told you before, here in the United States, the market of illegal drugs is $160 billion market. The people that have their hands on that don't want to be bothered with his politics. Okay, they just want him to let them do their business alone. Now, what I would ask is, apart from the fact that he's scaring a lot of people into not going out into the street, how many actual criminals, and this is one of the reasons why I think that Bondi and all of them don't come out with actual records as to, hey, how many actual criminals did you catch? I don't want to know that you caught 3,000 illegal aliens. No, I want to know how many actual criminals, people who have a record of doing something, people that actually were caught with significant amount of drugs. Amongst the immigrants, how many have you caught that actually meet that criteria? I'll be I'll be surprised if 3% are there, because I mean, let's be honest, folks. Criminals that make a lot of money, which are the ones that do a lot of harm, they're not a dime a dozen. There's pretty few, and they're pretty hidden, and they're pretty well protected. So I like to have this discussion sometime about, hey, how many criminals did we actually catch? And you will be surprised. Well, until the next one, think about this. I will do more research on this. But remember, cartel members, real cartels, they're laughing their asses off, rolling on the floor, because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing.